Anything.
Anything. I mean, we could talk about
Yeah.
anything Destiny related at this point, man. Honestly.
Yeah, bro.
Like, we talked a little bit about Oryx, last
Mhm,
episode. Talked about
mhm,
Ghosts of the Deep and whatnot. Talked about the Lucent Hive, Dead Man's Tale,
mhm.
Eris Morn, some rogue light bearers.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
what's your favorite exotic weapon in the entirety
oh,
of Destiny?
honestly, it's icebreaker.
Icebreaker, really?
Mhm,
Why
mhm.
icebreaker?
Purely because it was the first exotic I ever got on Destiny
Okay.
1 from the level 28 Prison of Elders. And it was just I fell in love with it instantly. It was
Hell yeah.
like obviously there wasn't build crafting or nothing. It didn't exist back in Destiny
Yeah,
1, but
yeah.
but
Your
it
build
was just
was based
I
on your
used Celestial Nighthawk with Golden Gun
mhm.
and Celestial Nighthawk with yeah with Golden Gun and Icebreaker. And I just miss the times of going into Vault of Glass and doing like because high damage back then was classed as like 30,000 damage per shot that you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
miss being in Vault of Glass doing my Golden Gun and then just hitting like 30,000 damage per shot on Atheon, for example. It was just it was different.
Fuck yeah. My favorite
Story. Sorry, go on.
yeah, my favorite still and will always be Bad Juju.
Yeah,
Love that gun. That was the first exotic I got in Destiny myself
yeah,
was Bad Juju. And I've been in love with it ever since then.
mm,
Like
yeah.
bro,
It's
the amount of ads that I can take out with this singular gun is
yeah,
fabulous.
it's
Especially
crazy.
on criticals. Oh my god,
Yeah,
even better.
yeah.
Love that shit.
Although
And
I would say the best, like again on the topic of exotics,
mhm.
I think the best story for exotics is Thorn.
Oh yeah.
Personally, I think
Yeah.
Thorn holds the best story.
Yes, yes it does.
Um,
I got all that right here.
yeah, I need to get hold of them, bro.
Barnes and Noble, man.
Obviously, you've got like the lore pages and shit in the game, but
Yeah.
I need to get hold of the actual books. They'd be really cool to have like we've got
Yeah.
a unit downstairs with some vinyls and stuff on it,
Mhm.
but the books being there too would be really cool.
Yeah. So like
Um,
in volume 1 of Destiny's Grimoire anthology, right? Chapter 2,
mhm,
The Burden of Light. This is where they start with their saga of Thorn, the last word, and
yeah,
Rose, right? Because the
mhm,
three of them are intertwined in the same story.
yeah,
And it's so great. Like Dredgen Yor,
mhm.
what a
Phenomenal character.
phenomenal
He's
character.
it's he's so like well written and everything. The way he was
Hmm.
obviously because back then they were classed as the Risen. There wasn't like a individual
Yep.
um
Yeah. The
there
last
wasn't
word.
individual classes and shit.
Hmm.
But he would have been classed as what Guardians are now.
Yeah.
Jorginho would have been a Titan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, it was just it, I can't I can't put
No
it into words.
words. No
It's a
words can
really good
describe.
story. It's
It
really good.
is. Yeah, like for the lore page for the last word,
Hmm.
right? The last word,
Yeah.
yours, not mine. Those were the
Hmm.
final words that Malfour said to Dredgen Yor, right?
Yeah.
Now the reason why why Shin Malfour said that to Dredgen Yor is because the last word wasn't Shin's first. It was
Oh yeah.
his predecessors.
Hmm.
And same with his ghost. His ghost was also his predecessor's ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, Renegade
Oh yeah.
Hunter Shin Malphur to Dredgen Yor during the showdown at Dwindler's Ridge.
Mhm. Yeah. He was the Shin Malfa Malfa whatever you want to call him. He went down as the man with the golden gun,
Yep.
and that was it by the end.
Yeah. And then
he was taught by, as you say, his superior predecessor. What you said?
yeah,
He knew everything that he knew because of him.
yep,
He taught him everything he knew.
yeah, and then he became a renegade hunter,
Yes, sir, he
essentially.
did. Yeah. And then again, like you mentioned, last
Yeah,
word, Thorn,
Jaren. Yeah,
Rose.
Jaren was Shin Malphur's predecessor.
Mm-hmm.
Love that dude. And then
You
Thorn
mentioned him.
was was a corrupted Rose.
Rose, yeah.
Yeah. Um, which is super funny because oh, hello Zeno.
Hey, Zeno.
Good morning.
Good morning, buddy. He showed up.
Yeah. Rose, yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah.
The Titan that created Dredgen Yor, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he first started creating Thorn, he was taking bone fragments from a hive that he
Yeah.
defeated and
Yeah.
fusing them to his gun. And
Mm-hmm.
then eventually he put enough into it that his gun spoke to him.
Yeah. I guess you
Which,
could say his oh god, what's the word? Um Shit. I'm lost. His obsession with the hive is the same way like Osiris was obsessed with the Vex and stuff.
yep.
Um oh, okay, hippie, you're on the other end of a tunnel.
Sorry, my bad. I had to take
He,
It's
the
okay.
he said
It's all
yup
good.
in the background.
my
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
Yeah, no, you
I had to take the pan off the stove. My bad.
yeah. You could say it's very similar in terms of that. Like he got bored of the hive on Earth. That he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to know more about them, so he took himself to the moon with Rose, and then that's when
Yeah.
I forget the wizard's name, but it was the wizard that put the curse on Rose, which then became Thor. Um, I think the wizard had a name, if I'm not mistaken. Find out for me.
Um. Let me find out if it had her name or not.
Wait, you are recording, right?
Huh? Yeah, I'm recording right now.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay.
You're good. You can
Okay,
keep
cool.
talking. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
alright. Yeah. I remember I got all this information from like lore information and stuff through watching hours upon end of Bife on YouTube. My name is Bife.
My headphone died.
Um,
My headphones died. So of course I can't hear anything now. Okay, we're
We're
good.
back.
We're back.
We're good. Yeah, yeah. Any again, as I just said, anything I know about the lore I got through watching Bife on YouTube. My name is Bife on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he still does. He still do videos. Um, yes, he does. He actually uploaded a video 2 days ago about Destiny Law.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, cool.
Dredgen Bane? You ever heard of Dredgen Bane?
Yes, I have.
Also known as Taben Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I've forgotten the role he played, but I remember the name. Absolutely.
And then Dredgen Vale, also known as
Yeah.
Zir Orsa.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
There was a fair few dredgens. Obviously, the drifter was a dredgen, but
Yep.
he didn't want to be known as one anymore.
Yep.
That's interesting to say the least. And then obviously in his
Yeah, the
was
shadows
it
of
in
yore.
his was it in Drifter's dredging days that he knew Cade before he was Cade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He knew
Yeah.
Cade when he was human, basically.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
that's
before he became an exo.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole that's a whole other story.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, he continued sort of on the hunt for Cade because Cade had a massive bounty on his head before he became a guardian.
Yes, he did.
He was a very bad man.
He was. Can you... Hey, knock that off. Don't go back there. Oh my god. Yeah. That's why you don't do that, silly goose. Go. Yeah. No, I'm not sure. The name... I'm not entirely sure, the name of the wizard that put the curse on it.
Oh, well, I always thought it had a name, but
Yep.
yeah. So,
Yeah. The risen who'd taken a hold of the dark and made it his own. The man who'd gone down into the tunnels and burned down the horrors took their remains and wore them like a king, stripped away the petals of the rose like broken shards. Interesting. They say he fell to corruption, that he lost himself and had to be put down, that the man with the golden gun is the hero who saved the day. I don't believe it. I'm not the only one, either. Not many of us left now, but we've walked in his dust. We know everything he ever did. We understand what you don't. He wasn't the demon the stories make him out to be. He was showing us the way. My ghost doesn't talk much these days. When she does, she calls me by my old name, Callum. I don't answer to that anymore. That's who was
this
killed by the man with the golden gun when we did the Malfeasance quest.
yes, it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
good quest.
That was a
That was a really
fire
good quest line.
quest.
I found the name of the wizard.
Oh, what was the name of the wizard?
I'm getting a lot of Zior the Unwed.
Interesting. Okay. Hell yeah. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
But there's an actual name to it.
Yeah. Responsible for crushing the hand cannon thorn. The original hand cannon called Rose belonged to the Guardian Razel Azir. After Razel
That was
faced
it. Razor Lazia. That was Dredgen Yours name.
Yep.
Yeah.
after Razel faced Zor at the Hellmouth, he was corrupted by Hive magic, became Thorn.
Yeah. I suppose it does kind of no, it doesn't do anything. But I suppose stuff like that happening, Dredgen Your and stuff coming about, I suppose it gave that obviously happened before our Guardians became Guardians.
Yeah, it was during the Dark
Um,
Ages.
But I suppose that kind of gave um gave the Vanguard and stuff like a head start as to what was to come because they already knew what would happen if anything was to happen.
Yeah. That's
So
why Savala
they
was so
kinda-
hesitant with
Yeah.
Drifter coming to the tower.
Yeah.
Because because he knew that Drifter was a Dredgen at one point.
Yeah.
So, which makes sense.
So what
Why
exactly is a Dredgen?
the Dredgen were the ones who followed in the footsteps of Dredgen Yor, right? They were the outliers, essentially. They're
They were guardians that didn't like being guardians.
pretty much,
to put it simply.
like Siler, the ghost hunter. The ghost killer, sorry. Siler, the ghost killer.
It's like Drifter. He hates his ghost. He doesn't want anything to do with his ghost.
Well, he didn't exactly hate his ghost. He just didn't want anything. He didn't want to
He didn't want anything to do with
do
the
with the
light
ghost
with
anymore.
guardians. Like he
Yeah.
just, yeah, he didn't want to be a guardian essentially.
Yep. Yeah, he told Dredgen Yor told his ghost to leave and to spread the warning to everyone, right?
Yeah.
And his ghost was like, "Well, then I no longer know you. I don't know who you are anymore." And then he left, right? Which is so funny to me. His ghost just left.
Just up and left. Just bye bye.
Yeah, just up and left. Pew.
Fuck. This is fuck.
Yeah. What else? I mean, the last word is a great PvP gun. Thorn is a great
Absolutely.
PvP gun.
Yeah. Especially
Though,
again, I know I mention it all the time, right? But you know, talking back to year 1 of Destiny 1,
yeah,
hitting like 111 headshots, 2 taps across the map in
yeah,
PvP
oh
with
yeah,
Last Word, and 2 tapping people with Thorn.
yeah,
God.
it was
Waiting for that
ridiculous.
poison damage to kill them.
And then, like
The good old days, huh, you old fucks?
the good old days, yeah, because we're old as fuck, right?
The golden age.
The golden age. There we go, the golden age. I like that. That's funny as fuck. And then like last word, right? Great in PvP. Take it out into PvE. You're kind of like using a pea shooter, bro.
It's not bad with Lucky Pants now.
With
to be
Lucky
fair.
Pants, it's not bad. Yes,
It's
I
not
did
bad.
prove that. I have
Yeah,
proven that myself.
but Thorn does still work better, especially more so if you play Warlock with Necrotic Grip.
Yes.
Thorn, very
Yep.
good.
That's what I'm doing
Mm.
right now. Making a necro build with my Osteo.
I'm not. Why am I not surprised?
Thorn. Let's go over those actually. Let's go over the weapons of darkness.
Yeah. Weapons
So
of
we've weapons of
darkness.
sorrow even. Sorry. We've got Thorn. We've got Thorn, Osteostriga. Is Malfeasance one of them?
Malfeasance would be considered one, yeah.
Yeah. Touch of Malice.
Oh, we touched on Touch of Malice a little bit last episode.
Okay.
Not too much. We didn't dive too much into it, but we did touch on it slightly. Given the fact that Eris Morn is the one who created it herself. She said, I can't quote it, but I'm gonna name this weapon Touch of Malice to give the Hive back everything that they did to me. I'm like, that's great.
I'll tell you, she is one character that's been through
A lot.
She's been through it.
Yeah, but at least she's immortal. Yeah, at least she's immortal now.
Yeah, she is.
Essentially, technically. And Drifter doesn't have to worry about her actually dying ever again.
Yeah, Moondust.
Yep. Malfeasance. Nothing kills a guardian faster than another guardian. The Drifter. Such a great quote, dude.
Honestly.
Right.
To be fair, I think Drifter is a
Mm-hmm.
close second for my favorite character behind, obviously, Cade. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite character ever in this game is Cade.
Yeah. I mean, Cade 6 is a pretty fire dude, honestly.
Yeah. But Drifter is a very close second.
I could see that. Hell yeah.
Drifter a lot.
Yeah, Malfeasance is an exotic hand cannon introduced in Forsaken and obtainable through the Darkness and the Light quest. When an enemy is hit with 5 or more shots, the slugs in the target all detonate, causing massive damage to the target as well as a smaller amount of damage to the surrounding enemies. With the release of Season of Plunder, Malfeasance was granted an additional perk and is now intrinsically unstoppable.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Yeah, manufacturer, the Drifter, and the Guardian.
That's another one of my favorite weapons ever as well. Ace of Spades.
Like,
That gun.
I'm still trying to figure out, right? Because obviously we don't know what the Drifter's class is, right? He's just labeled as a rogue light bearer. What class would you consider the Drifter to be? I don't think he's a hunter.
I don't know, you know.
Yeah, I don't think
He
he's a
gives
hunter
me,
though.
but he gives me big, like, cocky, arrogant hunter kind of vibes.
He kind of does.
But at the same time, with the way, because he's not, what's the word? He's not an intelligent, so he could, for all we know, he could be a warlock.
He could be.
He's definitely not a titan.
Definitely not a
He,
Titan.
he's not
He's,
stupid enough to be a titan, bro.
No.
he is considered a classless light bearer. He predates the formal establishment of the three guardian
Well, yeah,
classes.
I
Yeah.
did know that he was alive during the Dark Ages. I remember that.
Yeah.
Like, there's this thing that you can pick up for a quest for him that he tells a little bit about his past during the Dark Ages, right? And he's um like I know we've all died before, but have you ever died from hunger? And then he goes on to say, I have multiple times during the Dark Ages. Man, when they say the Dark Ages were dark, they're not lying.
Wow. Bro got deep.
Mm-hmm.
Bro died from hunger. Can't imagine. Could never be me.
So he has faction armor, right?
Yeah.
His faction armor is is the ancient apocalypse suit.
Hmm.
Mm.
Interesting.
It's crazy as also to me the way he literally he um he eats like hive pieces and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bro
I
just
still I still want to figure out how he does that thing with the jade coin, though. That shit's crazy.
oh yeah.
Like,
It's cool.
Oh,
It's really cool.
how does he do the little magic trick that he does with them? I
it's
don't get
it's,
it.
it's it's called. I mean, it's called magic for a reason. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
One of his quotes: "Cade's dead, and I need more guns. One step forward, one step back."
mm, wow.
Uh, ever been up to the Leviathan? Cabal can be a hoot. Still gotta fight him.
No, it's been a hot minute since I played Prismatic Warlock.
Eh,
Yeah.
if I were
I need to
here,
make a new warlock build.
honestly, yeah. If I were here when Gaul took the tower, I would have waited for you to do. I would have waited for you to do you, brother. Me too. Me too.
Yeah, honestly.
Anthium worlds. Oh man. You know, sometimes, right, looking into the Drifter, right,
Mm,
it makes me wonder, right, um, how far did he travel, right? And then if you if you listen to some of his quotes and whatnot, right, you, me, and the crew ought to loot the Cabal Emperor's Anthium worlds. Makes me wonder, has he been to Torbottle before? Has he seen the destroyed planet of Torbottle?
maybe. Who knows?
What an interesting concept.
That's it, yes.
The Cabal shield can plate your starship, or be your coffee table.
Or coffee table is crazy word.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Hell yeah. Dude, he's got so many quotes, right? And the Destinypedia has it split up, right, in like sections, like in Gambit match, derelict ready room, the tower. He's got way more than just the tower in general.
Hmm.
A decision point, right? You remember when you had to decide if you sided with him
The
or the
Vanguard or
Vanguard?
Drifter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got both of those too.
Mm-hmm.
Last wish quotes. Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
Yeah, got all of his last wish quotes.
Oh.
Wow. That's crazy.
But don't forget, some of the last wish quotes could have also been Riven.
Definitely could have been Ribbon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dreaming City's easy on the eyes. That's what's messed up about it. If the stories of its construction are true. At the beginning of the Shuro-Chi encounter.
Hmm. Interesting. To be fair, that is one raid I've never really.
I want to
I
do Last Wish.
I didn't enjoy, like, my first ever time going through it. I got carried. I was like 15 like levels under.
No. Me
And I
too.
got
Me too.
1,000 voices from my first ever run.
Oh,
Um,
I just wanna
it was,
do the raid, honestly.
yeah.
It'd be so cool.
Well, we have somebody that does a lot of raids.
Mm. I
We do.
I
We
do
do.
enjoy raiding, and I don't mind teaching. I enjoy it. But I'd need to go over it. Like, so it's been a long
Mhm.
time, basically.
Yeah.
I'd need to go over them all again. Like
Mhm.
re-jog my memory and stuff. But yeah, I do
Um
enjoy. I do enjoy a good raid.
yeah, fun interesting fact though. The dude who voices the Drifter in Destiny 2 also does voices a character in Helldivers 2.
Oh, cool!
Yeah,
Wow.
which is really dope.
Mhm.
Um Yep.
I pick up.
Oh, here's some
Sure.
trivia on the Drifter.
Go on.
The Drifter's ship appears in orbit whenever a gambit match is set, such as the Emerald Coast. So if you look up, you'll see it. Right? The derelict,
Mhm.
right? That's pretty cool.
Mm.
The Drifter mentions that he once had Galahorn. This, however, may be a counterfeit. Evidence of this exists in the Allegiance quest, where the spider sells unpurchasable replica Galahorns.
That doesn't
Hell yeah.
shock me, honestly, from Spider.
Yeah. According to Shin Malphur's description of the Drifter, he doesn't adhere to traditional descriptions of classes. As per Malphur, he has long since shed any pretensions of class or the limitations therein. Therefore, the Drifter doesn't belong to any specific class in the game, not by common understanding anyway.
Hmm. So maybe he was one of
He might have been a warlock. Um, if we're gonna use
his.
the normal standard for
Yeah.
classes, he might have been a warlock.
Mhm.
No, he gives me because like he gives me major like hunter kind of vibes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because
Really,
like
Maybe one of the
if you
risen
pair him up with Eris
or something.
Morn, and like Eris is done.
Eris is a hunter, or
Yeah.
was.
Eris was on there.
Eris Morn gives me fucking warlock vibes.
I get it.
Yeah, Eris Morn does give me warlock vibes, but she was
Yeah.
a hunter. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The
Ooh.
Drifter's line of transmat firing has become a meme in the Destiny community. I'm not
Hold on,
surprised
you
by that.
ghost.
He wished Malfour to create Gambit, but while he knows who Malfour is, he does not know that the man he works with is shit. Oh.
It wasn't if I'm not mistaken, speaking of Drifter and Shin, were they not?
Mhm.
Did they not make Gambit together? But then
They
Shin Malfa actually pulled away from it.
Yeah, they made Gambit together. So
Yeah,
Drifter didn't know that the man that he was working with was Shin, right?
yeah, yeah,
But he knows who Shin Malfour is,
yeah.
which makes so much sense as to why
Mhm.
he was so scared and just like, dude, I need your help during the
Mhm.
Malfeasance quest
Yeah.
because Shin is the man with the golden gun,
Mhm.
which is
Dude, what
so,
are
The
these
most
guys fucking doing, bro?
huh?
hmm?
I'm doing some Vanguard ops right now.
Hmm.
And I feel like these two people just handed their controllers to their little brother. Because, like,
Hmm.
what is going on?
Yeah.
They're both sitting back with scout rifles, barely doing any shit to them.
Sounds about right. What
Yes.
guardian ranks are they? Are they new lights?
Seven!
Huh?
Seven!
7?
Seven!
Really? Oh my god.
Speaking of Guardian, I'm Guardian rank 7. I need to do complete the final shape campaign on
Should one have
October 6th.
previously sided with the Drifter during the Allegiance quest, he handed out extra candy during the Festival of the Lost 2019 as thanks for not being a lousy snitch.
Yeah, he did. I got that. So I
Yep.
sided with the Drifter.
Yeah.
I said, "Fuck you, Vanguard. The Drifter's cool."
I sided with the Drifter. I mean, I'm using the Dredgen title, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love that, right? Just the Drifter in general, and the fact that he used to be a Dredgen, and people still some people still call him a Dredgen all the time
Mm.
is kind of funny to me.
I mean, technically, he still actually is.
Yeah.
He just chooses not to go by the title anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Yeah.
This guy had to use Fist of Havoc on this ogre.
Say what?
This guy had to use Fist of Havoc on this ogre.
Oh my god.
And now he's using a bow. Oh, good lord.
That always reminds me of whenever they announced that there was going to be a light bearing enemies. I
Mm-hmm.
said,
Yeah.
imagine a fucking ogre wearing Couriers of the Falling Star Thunder Crashing.
Oh my god, dude.
That shit, that'd be funny. Oh, that shit would be funny.
Hmm.
Huh?
I do think though that my favorite uh my favorite thing about Drifter is he's just this charismatic dude who's just like, man, I'm immortal, I'll do whatever I want,
Oh
right?
yeah.
he's he's essentially like he's a space pirate, right? My favorite
Hmm.
season with him was Season of Plunder, right, where that was like the
Yeah.
main guy that we talked to, right?
Hmm.
And he was just so happy all the time. Like, oh my god, we've been sanctioned by the Vanguard to actually do this. Let's go.
Yeah,
Like, that shit's so funny.
it was. It was.
Holy shit. There's 62 references to the Drifter.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Season of Opulence, the
Hmm.
Prenumbral Cloak, Season of the Drifter, obviously. Lore,
Hmm.
a man with no home, a man with no name, heaven or hell. Um, Season of Drifter again, Dogma, um, Home Part 1, Home Part 3, Home Part 4, and then Loose Ends Part 1,
Hmm.
Part 2, and Part 3. Stronghold, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also during Season of the Drifter, Liar's Handshake.
Wow.
Interesting.
Indeed. Indeed. In terms of, I think I can see it in terms of liars.
Mhm.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it.
Oh, now I want to open up Destiny 2 really quick to take a look at the Ancient Apocalypse stuff on my hunter to see if it matches up with his armor that he's wearing.
Is it the armor?
Yeah.
Apocalypse stuff?
Ancient Apocalypse.
Let me see.
Hood, robes, gloves, boots, bond. Oh, that's Warlock. It says Ancient Apocalypse bond. That's Warlock.
Oh. Interesting.
Absolute cinema. Drifter's a Warlock.
Gambit. What was it called? Ancient Apocalypse?
Yeah, the Ancient Apocalypse gear.
Warlock arrives.
Okay.
Wrath.
My game said nope. Fuck you. Okay, thanks, game. Ancient
Ah.
I can share my screen to you real quick if you wanna.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
There you go.
Okay. Interesting.
That's the robes.
That's the robes.
There's your helmet.
Hmm.
I don't think I'm seeing the drifter in this.
No, not really.
Oh.
The boots maybe,
Yeah.
but the robes are very different.
Let's check the others. Oh no, I'm not seeing the drifter in that.
Definitely not.
No, I'm not seeing him in that either.
Hmm. Very weird. Very strange.
Indeed. Very
Eh.
weird indeed.
Well, still the Warlock stuff references the drifter, so
That's good. It's good to know. To be fair,
the Gambit Prime bond though. Gambit Prime. You remember Gambit Prime? Oh
how
my
could I forget?
god. Such a glorious time for Gambit.
Honestly,
That was my favorite time for Gambit in general.
see,
Loved
Gambit
that
Prime
shit.
is what Gambit should have been from the start.
Mm-hmm. I'm also still upset that they took away the multiple rounds, the 3 rounds for Gambit. Like,
Yeah,
bruh. Like, it definitely does make getting like gilding the title Drudgeon that much harder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Which
I
is
remember.
ridiculous.
I did the Dredgen title accidentally.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't even know that I was doing it, bro.
Oh my god.
And I just playing away in Gambit, all that jazz. It was whilst I was doing the Malfeasance quest. Again, it was just an exotic weapon for me to get. I had no clue what it was. I was just kind of aiming for it. Then I got it. I was like, oh wow, this is really good.
These guys did not know that damage phase was happening.
Of course not. Anyways, Drudgeon yours rose, by the way.
Just a second.
I just got the sweet business catalyst.
Let me see this. Yeah, it's a corrupted rose.
Mm-hmm.
It's wet, but it's yours. That's your name on it.
We just got a package.
Is it my ring light?
Is it me or you? Oh, come here, bring it in. Rosie's gonna open up a package on stream. Not on stream. On the podcast.
On podcast.
On
Let's go.
podcast. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let's open this sucker up, yeah? Oh my god. I'll open this for you, then you can open it the rest of the way. Doo-doo-doo. There you go. The one and only time that I can actually use a knife.
I mean, technically, just call it a spoon before you pull it open.
A spoon. Yeah, I'm opening up a spoon. I'm opening up a spoon.
There you go, you're set.
What is this? What did you get? What did you get? Do you need me to open it for you?
Probably.
Okay.
She's a strong, independent woman, Hippie.
No, her nails are too long. I can't. Oh, the cats have discovered the box.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are they already inside of it?
Chihiro is, yes. Chihiro is inside the box. Heinz is more interested in the paper. Oh
I don't have a
my.
cat called Heinz.
Is that a ring light?
It is a ring light.
Oh,
Honestly,
cool.
I did think about naming him Heinz after Heinz 57. Right?
Fine.
I did think about that at first. But then I was like, no, that'd be too basic.
See, for me, it's funny because there's a brand of baked beans over in this country called Heinz Beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
And he's an orange cat, and baked beans are orange.
I don't know about baked beans being orange. I mean, they have an orange tint to them. I don't know about them
Oh yeah,
being the
like,
orange.
yeah,
though.
That's pretty cool,
The
dude.
sauce, it's orange, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, she got herself a ring light, guys.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Oh, gotta take the condom off the tripod.
What is wrong with you? Don't answer that.
Do you want to know? Because I'll tell you.
I said don't answer it.
But what are you next?
Interesting. So how does this attach? Oh.
Kind of waiting for Ragnar just to go. But what if I want to know?
But what if I want to know? Is this everything that comes with it? Oh, that's the piece I was looking for. Okay. There you go. Hold that. I'll take this. Cool beans. I'm not worried about that part right now. I just want to look at the rest of this. This is really cool. This is really cool. I know we're supposed to be talking about Destiny 2 stuff right now, but this is cool.
Right, do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Oh, you got a little remote. That's
Changes
awesome.
it from RGB to regular light.
Hell yeah. That's stiff. Thank you, little tiny remote.
I've never completed a Nightfall on expert difficulty until yesterday.
Really?
Really?
It's apparently just
Have
got
you
the
ever done the
fucking time.
Grandmaster?
No, I've never beaten a Grandmaster. I know that one for sure.
There you go.
Grandmasters are easy, bro.
There's your ring light,
Say that to the first Grandmaster we fucking tried.
bud.
Listen. I've to be fair, most of mine have been done through, you know, the LFG thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Them shits are easy.
I mean, yeah.
I do want to do I want to do Salvation's Edge. I want to do that soon, I think.
Honestly, yes.
So I want to try and get the exotic.
It'd be really cool.
What is the exotic for Salvation Day?
It's the strand. What do you call it? Linear fusion rifle. The it begins with an E. What's it called?
Euphony?
Euthany. That's it. Yeah. That one.
Hang on. I'm very confused. Because this has a little clip on it right there, you see? Slide it onto something, but there's nothing on there. Anyways, you can also put this on here too. That's cool. That's cool, dude. Yeah. That doesn't go there though. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Anyways, here you go. Here's your stuffs. I'm done looking now. Here's your bag. Anyways, but yeah, the Dredging Yours, Rose. Apparently this article is a stub. They don't have a whole lot on it, and the first appearance for it is the Taken King.
Oh wow.
Specifications: artifact, rarity, legendary, class, hunter. Minimum level 40. Ah, yes. D1. D1. That's right. That's crazy.
Indeed. See, a lot of people say, I remember way back when, when Destiny 1 first came out,
Mm-hmm.
people said, like, oh, well, Destiny, the story without a story. But that's just, there's not a lot of story in game.
Yeah.
The story's there. You just don't play it.
Right.
And it's just, some people, they don't. I remember I've had a few friends that have said, well, you know, like, I'm not playing that. It doesn't have a story. But the story's
does-
always been there.
It
for
does
them.
have a story. I
just
mean,
not-
you play the story. You are the story of the game.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't get it.
Oh,
I don't get it.
I suppose it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of
don't really know
friends.
how to say it, to be honest.
Yeah, I also have a lot of friends that don't want to play Destiny 2 because it's not a story game, and they don't like the mass multiplayer aspect of it, and I'm just like, so what? You
Go
play
back
Call
to
of...
playing Skyrim. Go sit down.
Go
Like-
back to what?
Go back to playing Skyrim. Go sit down.
Go sit down.
Don't
mean,
get me
like-
wrong. I love a good single player story game. You know.
Oh yeah, I love a good
But
single
the
player.
the fact that this game is all online,
Mm-hmm.
that sold it for me a little bit way back when.
Also,
like-
can be prestiged again. Jesus Christ.
Like, I can play this game with my friends? That's crazy.
Yeah. This game's good, and it's.
You also have to realize that having friends is a wild concept to some people.
This is true.
Yeah, but some people just don't make the. I don't know if the correct term there is make the effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually make friends.
Yeah.
But
Which is why I say that some people think it's a wild concept that friends exist.
Need some help here?
Mhm. And then you've got like you've got people that mess up their friendships, and then you know they just don't make the effort to repair their friendships, and then they wonder why they have no friends. But let's not get into that.
Struggling there a bit, babe?
I was about to say that's just like some deep rooted shit right there.
Hell yeah. But like, I mean, meh. Oh well, you know, everybody has their favorite game, right? And everybody has that one game
Absolutely.
that they just don't want to play, right? But I mean, as much as I say that I hate Destiny 2, right? I mean, I feel like this is a constant thing for all Destiny 2 players. We all hate Destiny 2 with a passion, but it's our favorite game.
That's exactly what you call Stockholm syndrome, and that's not okay, hippie.
Meh.
You're
Meh.
not wrong. It's just it though,
It's
Zeno.
just
You're not wrong.
it's just the game, man. Like I don't know how else to explain it. Right? Like I love this game
Like,
so fucking much.
if you find enjoyment from this game, it keeps you tied in.
It does. It does. Like right now, the only thing that's keeping me playing it right now until the release of the next one, of the next DLC, is the fact of the Rite of the Nine shit right now. That's it. That's the only thing that's keeping me playing this game right now. Otherwise, I'd wait until the next DLC drops. But past that,
Can they stop doing Right of the Nine stuff then, so that I can drag you back over to Moth Runner?
I'm still gonna play. I'm still gonna play Destiny 2.
But you said that's the only thing keeping you on this game
You're
right
right.
now.
And the next one is coming out on Tuesday, which is literally tomorrow.
Ooh, have they announced what dungeon it's gonna be, or do we not
No,
know?
they haven't announced it yet, but I have a feeling it's
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
Grasp.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's definitely a third dungeon, right? Without a doubt. But I have a feeling that it's gonna be Grasp of Avarice. So
Watch it be
I'm
like
hoping.
Sunday
I'm
watch
hoping
it be
in
Sunder
the-
Doctrine, I swear to God.
Vespers.
If it's Vesper's host, I'm not worried about that. It's just that's a long dungeon. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not like an overly complicated dungeon with puzzles like Vesper's host is, where it has all the fucking puzzles. Which I think is ridiculous.
You mean Sundered?
Sunder Doctrine, sorry. What did I say?
You said
You said
Vespers.
Vespers.
Has all the
Vesper's host doesn't have a shit ton of Vesper's host doesn't have puzzles. Like doesn't have a shit ton of puzzles. Right?
Yeah.
Whereas
Vesper's host just has like the same shit as the block not blocker suppressor
Deepstone
what was the
Crypt.
raid?
Deepstone
Yeah,
Crypt.
Deepstone, yeah.
Yep. We talked about that a little bit too.
Deepstone was a good fucking raid, by the way. I would like to point that out.
I still need to do it.
It's a good raid.
It's a bright light.
I still need to do a raid.
Did y'all see Rosie get blinded by her light?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god. She turned it on and it just bah, straight like beam.
The beam of death.
Yep.
What did you say, Zeno?
I still need to do a raid.
You
You've never
don't.
done a raid?
I've never done a raid. Well, like we've
Okay.
we've attempted to do such, but like we've attempted to do Vogue, and then there was a different one that we had attempted, but I don't remember which one that was.
I miss the days of I know I'd take like 5 newbies through like Walter Glass or Kingsfall on my own. I miss teaching, chaperoning people through raids. That shit was fun.
Yeah, I really want to do King's Fall.
Yeah, Kingsfall's a very good raid.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't fucking have anybody.
Oh yeah, speaking of,
Do LFG.
going back to Destiny 1 here,
Yeah.
considering
Yeah.
there was only the 4 raids. There was Vault Glass, Kingsfall, Crota's End,
Protozand.
and Wrath of the Machine.
Yep. Wrath of the
What was
Machine.
your favorite?
My favorite was Vault of Glass. The original Vault of Glass. Right? It was way simpler in D1
Yeah.
than it
really
is in
was.
D2. Especially with oracles. There was no pattern. There was no like specific way that you had to do oracles in D1. Now there's a certain way, a specific way that you have to do oracles in.
Yeah. It was a good mechanic change though, the way they did it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely.
Put a good
you
twist
know.
on it.
But at the same time, it pisses me off because that's the point that we get to every time that we do the raid run, and then we never finish it because we get stuck.
Yeah.
Because one person is running oracles, because the one person who's running oracles is the only person that knows how to do it.
Yeah.
And so like past that, my favorite raid now is honestly King's Fall. I prefer
Yeah.
King's Fall over
King's Fall is my favorite raid ever in the history of this game.
well, I mean Leviathan was also a really good one too, so
Leviathan was it was a good change. It was fun.
it was a nice change. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
world-eating ship, right? That
Uh-huh.
is that can be considered its own planet itself. Honestly, it had a sustaining ecosystem on it, which I think was crazy. Like the fuck? Absolutely insane.
Yeah. I only ran the Leviathan a couple of times, but it was fun whenever I did.
Yeah. I think I only ran it twice. Yeah, twice. First time I ran it, I didn't even make it past the first room because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing because I didn't have a clan at the time, nor did I have anybody who played Destiny 2 with me at the time.
Yeah.
Because I ran this game solo for so long, and
Oh, really?
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think the first 7 years of first
Of
6 or
Destiny
7
2 or just Destiny
of
in general?
of Destiny in general. The first 6 or 7 years, I ran it solo, all
Hmm.
by myself.
Yeah, I was for a no, I was never solo in Destiny 1, but
No,
then in year 1 and 2 of Destiny 2, I
mm-hmm.
was solo
Oh yeah, like
because all my friends had moved over to PC, and I was the only one left on console.
mm,
So obviously this is before crossplay and everything was a thing.
yep, I remember those days.
So yeah.
And then they made it crossplay, and then Crucible turned into the sweat's ground of, yeah, fuck you, I'm on PC, I can turn faster than you can.
Yeah. But then they made it for controller players
Yeah,
because they
then
upped sensitivity and stuff.
they upped the sensitivity, and now you have sweats all across the board on console and on PC.
Mm-hmm.
You
Which
can't get
is,
rid of one of them. Just put the other into the other.
yep. Mm-hmm.
See, but that's one thing you will never get rid of in terms of PC players. Like you'll never be able to
Yep.
limit them, I guess is the correct word to say there.
Yeah.
To like what, because somebody will always find a way to
Gamers will always find a
do it.
way to push the limits of a game,
Yeah.
right? Telesto is a perfect example of that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't know if it's going to work like it should, or crash your entire game just because it can.
I mean, it's funny to me how they can't actually touch that weapon. They
Yeah,
can't do anything to it. They
they
can't disable
can't.
it because if they disable Telesto, then they disable the entire game.
Yeah, my favorite thing about Telesto is the fact that it deleted itself from the game.
Yeah.
Right? Like legitimately, out of pure spite, it came back on its own, but it deleted itself from the game, which I find so funny to me. Because Bungie
Yeah.
came out and they're like, "Yeah, so we're making some fixes to Telesto, right?" And for one of their updates, and then we all got back on after the update, and Telesto was just gone, gone entirely.
We're
Because
doing some updates to Telesto, gets rid of it.
yeah, it removes itself.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the best pieces about Telesto in general. It doesn't know if it's gonna work right or if it's just gonna be a bug report later on. It doesn't know. It's just gonna roll
Bug
the
report
dice.
in your pocket.
It's the bug report in your vault.
Yeah.
Love that gun still. It doesn't do what it's supposed to on every shot, but it still works.
Hippie said we got so tired of finding Osteostrigas one time that Hippie just goes, I'm pulling out Telesto, and I go, wait, hold on, let's think about this.
And I said, I don't care at this point. I'm tired of dealing with Osteostriga. Either it's gonna crash my fucking game, or that fucker's not gonna get back on. That was a good match though of Crucible because I was using Telesto the entire time and I just pop around a corner and just bop, bop,
Mm.
bop, and then it didn't work on one round and I was like, what the fuck?
See, but it's the fact that you could just leave the little the orbs, charges, I guess, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
You could just shoot it and just leave them sat there
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
to run around the corner, and then you
yeah.
know, they're dead.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
They're
And
dead.
then, yeah, you can either leave them there, right, or air code a guitar.
Air code
Yeah.
guitar. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one or the other.
Crash the whole lobby.
That's the
If
reason
I can't have
why.
fun, no one can.
Yeah, if I can't have fun in Crucible, nobody else can. Not today. And air code guitar is the reason why Tether was disabled for Vesper's host for so long because they were having issues with Tether causing error code guitar constantly.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Especially in that second fucking encounter.
yeah, but it's not disabled anymore, which is nice. So
My favorite thing to
they
do in
disabled
Vesper's
it for
still.
competitor the race mode though.
yeah,
My favorite thing to do in Vesper's still is transcend on my Titan and then just turn myself into a missile and just shoot my
yeah.
lost signal, do my
I
transcendence,
still
throw a
have
grenade,
not-
and just turn myself into a missile, throw myself at the boss on my Titan.
Fuck yeah, I love it.
I still have not beaten Vespers.
Really?
We got past second encounter with Hippie and Fate.
Oh, that's right. We made it to the last encounter. And we never finished it.
No, I didn't even make it to
Oh.
last encounter. We got done with second encounter and then we just fucking hopped off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we made it. We finished the second encounter with the servitor, right? And then we didn't finish it after that. That's right.
And then
Yeah.
like I was never taught what the encounters did and whatnot, despite asking profusely.
See, I never,
There's a forum on it.
I never,
I literally made a forum on it.
I never under.
It's
I
in.
don't know if the correct word is understood. I don't know.
Hmm?
I'm talking about Vespers. Vespers
Oh, yeah.
host. No, the correct word isn't. I never had the encounters explained to me.
Mm-hmm.
I just sort of ran, shot, did something,
Yep.
damage, and
Yeah.
that was it.
I remember running the dungeon day one with you guys. With you.
Yeah.
Right.
That
We
was-
made it to the first encounter and
Yeah, we were trying to do.
y'all were
contact.
trying to do
Oh.
it. Y'all were trying to do it the long way, and then I did it outside of the contest on normal mode, and I went with the room that was in the back, right,
Yeah.
first, and then went up to the one over here, and then did the one that we were doing 1st last, because that's the longest run, right?
Yeah.
Because that first room over here in the back, on the right side of the room, right, literally you go down two sets of stairs, right, and you're already in the room where everything is supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Then the second one, right, you jump across and you go to another room, right? Then you go into that back room, and then there it is. And then you come back out and you go to the other one, which is the third one. That is the longest run to bring the nuclear charge back, to grab the nuclear charge and bring it all the way back. It's also the most perilous.
There was a few times that where we did almost do it, but
Yeah.
we just
Just
it
couldn't.
wasn't quite there.
Yeah. We were running out of time way too quickly, which was super annoying. Oh well. We finished it eventually.
Yeah. I mean,
The fact
I
that
did it
y'all
on-
got Icebreaker still
I got
upsets me.
Icebreaker on my first normal run.
Still upsets me to this day.
Oh, you don't have Icebreaker yet?
No, I don't have Icebreaker yet. Still. Oh, you weren't here, but I asked Ragnar what his favorite exotic was across the board out of all the Destiny games, right? which one is his favorite. He said icebreaker. What's yours?
Mine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's your favorite exotic weapon?
Honestly? Oh, that's a hard one. I'm inclined to say Quicksilver, but like also at the same time, can't go wrong. Old reliable Risk Runner.
Definitely can't go wrong with old reliable Risk Runner.
Risk Runner is good. Yeah.
But I still prefer Zahalo over Risk Runner.
Zayoli's Bane? No, not Zayoli's Bane.
No,
Zayoli's Supercell.
Zahalo from D1.
Yeah, Zayolo. Supercell it was called, yeah.
Yep. Risk
That's a
Runner is
good weapon.
Risk Runner is the nerfed version of Zahalo.
Yes, it is.
And I don't know why Bungie thought that we would prefer Risk Runner over Zahalo. Like, I would give them so much money to just bring back Zahalo in a DLC. Okay, so
You were
much.
not the only one.
Right, that gun was so nice.
If I'm not
So
mistaken,
nice.
But speaking of Risk Runner, didn't Cade build Risk Runner?
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah, it was hidden away in his
in his stash. Yeah, in one of his
his
stashes.
stash, yeah.
One of many, which was
Mm.
one of the few that he remembered, by the way.
Yeah.
And the only reason why he remembered it is because he hid a gun in there.
Mm.
Yep. And of course, my other favorite is Ace of Spades. Right.
Oh yeah.
That gun is so nice. So
Mhm,
nice.
mhm.
PvE? Hell yeah. PvP? I
Mhm.
love it so much. Firefly is one of my favorite intrinsic traits.
Oh yeah. Especially knowing that you get 6 of the Memento Mori shots.
Yep. Memento Mori is so fabulous.
Fucking golden, bro.
It is.
Brilliant.
It really is. All right, so we're at an hour and 7 minutes. Do you guys want to keep going for a little bit longer, or do you want to end this episode here?
I mean, I've just been clearing out my vault this entire time.
Fair
I've
enough.
been playing in the background.
Nice.
I'll tell you what. We'll finish it there.
All right.
And,
Well.
yeah.
And well, I appreciate the support. Following the podcast is really easy. Just click that follow button and turn on notifications. So, till next time.